One of the things that we really face is the public perception that public education in urban settings is basically a waste of time and a waste of money at a zoo. And especially when you get a chance to walk the halls here, you can see that it's far from that.
The world is changing, the nation is changing, and it is incumbent upon teachers to be prepared, understanding how they, as individuals who are change agents, fit into the landscape of humanity through education. At Penn State, there are just a wide variety of programmatic experiences that are optional for students to participate in.
The Shepard Elementary School has a program with Penn State where student teachers can choose this as their placement, and it's a specific placement. Normally placements are in areas, but this one is an urban experience.
And so hearing about Shepard, hearing that it's an urban experience, something that I haven't had, predominantly Hispanic students, it was intriguing to me.
It's a K-4 school. There's about 250 students in all, but the closeness of it makes it a nice place to want to do our student teaching.
When I first told people that this is what I was doing, the response was just, "Are you sure that you can do that? Where are you living? What are you going to do?"
It's been an amazing experience. I actually love living in the city. There's culture here, there's people doing awesome things, there's people volunteering, there's love and community.
It's a place where whatever you do, people appreciate. And you can see the children and the families benefiting directly from what you do.
They have to grow up pretty fast and deal with a lot of things and you have to deal with that as a teacher. So that's a challenge that you have, dealing with that, plus really giving them education and letting them feel safe within that environment.
Working in an urban environment, the priorities don't become homework all the time. You have to there's other things to consider.
The challenge I knew would allow me to grow as a teacher, and so I wanted to take on that challenge.
Oh, I know I have learned so much more from them than I could ever teach them.
New teachers here are supported not only by our mentor teachers and by the rest of our staff, but the support that's provided by Penn State in the faces of the folks that come down here week after week to meet with them and to talk with them and to work with them. They really have just about as much support as they could possibly want.
Right. I think it's definitely made me a better teacher. It has shaken up my philosophy of teaching completely.
It's just been so great. I couldn't have asked for anything better.
They leave with something more than just a 3-month student teaching experience. They leave with something that changes their whole perception of what's possible in any school. Someone that goes through this program can teach anywhere. We do have a group of kids who sit in our computer lab every Thursday afternoon and are tutored by kids up at Penn State in their computer lab.
Okay, so what does the problem say? Read it to me.
The tutoring program is set up so that students from Shepard Elementary School in Philly they pick their tutor, and then for the rest of the year on Thursdays we meet with them through a video chat connection, and we basically just help them with mainly their math and reading skills. We'll get their homework done pretty early, and then we can just sit down and talk about what they did for the day, what they're doing that weekend, just so they have someone that they know cares enough to ask them what they're doing with their life.
Technology for me became a tool of getting those almost 4 hours of driving up to Philadelphia in a second. So we make Shepard come to us and we go to Shepard in a second. 2 other components of the program is actually to visit the school and to participate in the family experience, which is that the children participating in the program come to visit Penn State.
So we are now giving our families a chance to experience the word college and university, words which are not really in the lexicon of the community.
Getting them here, having them experience what college is, We showed them the library, they went into the football stadium, they went and did a science workshop.
If they have the mindset that they can definitely go to college, I think it will keep them motivated throughout their entire school career. It really helps to be able to meet them and hang out with them in person. It helps with the tutoring connections every week.
So it goes beyond the computer screen.
I think the greatest reward is knowing that my tutor, Lariam, really is benefiting from it and she really enjoys it, and knowing that I'm actually making a difference in her schoolwork and in her life. It's definitely taught me how I can motivate students and how I can get them really interested in what they're doing.
In the atmosphere of the modern world, it's not enough just to teach reading and math, but there's something about making a potential change in a kid's life that could be a drastic one.
Not many students get to experience something like this, and it's amazing to see what it can do and what it does for these students, and every tutor feels the exact same way.
The Philadelphia Urban Seminar is a 3-credit course that is an immersion experience for students who are considering education as a major.
Where you go to the Philadelphia school system, you work with a mentor teacher for about 2 weeks alongside them in the class working with the kids.
In addition to the practicum experience and the coursework, students are required to participate in community service as a part of the seminar. And in those experiences, they actually work with students and parents and children outside of the school day on the weekends and learn a little bit more about neighborhoods in which schools are situated.
After we painted the park in Germantown, I remember a few kids from the neighborhood came over and tried to teach us how to play double dutch.
And some students, actually most of the students, come away feeling very deeply involved and attached to the idea of teaching in an urban environment. I encourage student teachers, wherever they find themselves falling along their trajectory, to consider when and how they want to participate in these sorts of experiences. It's not a question of whether or not they're going to need these experiences, it's really when they're going to need the experiences.
Even if you're not interested in an urban environment, it still shows you the environment and gives you the option.
It opened my eyes to different opportunities like that. Like, I am interested in finding urban schools to work in the future, and I never really thought of that as an option originally.
I definitely want to stick with urban environment.
It's so much more fulfilling, and I would teach at an urban school. I absolutely love it.
You can go outside of your comfort zone. You know that coming here you are making a difference, and it's something I just really want to be a part of that.